Hi everyone, Helen here from Bodywork-Pilates. So today we're going to do a little upper body workout using the band. One of the best pieces of kit you'll ever have. You do need to take care of your band, so just make sure before you start there's no nicks at the edges and there's no little tiny holes in it before you start. So always do a quick scan of your band first. Make sure you're warmed up, and we will start with a little bit of a tricep press. So open up the band, and then, if I turn around, just put the heel of your hand into the band and hold with your fingers. And that prevents you from getting the band heavily pushed into the thumb and the first finger, that area of the thumb and the first finger. It's a little bit tender, so we don't really want to put any pressure on that. So heel of the hand into the band, and then put the band down over the thighs, arms along. Stand nice and tall, drop the shoulders down, retract the chin. And as you breathe out, simply press the arms back. So just pushing the arms back. The band will spread across the thighs. You'll feel a little bit of tension through the backs of the arms. You'll feel a little bit of work going on as you slightly retract the shoulders, opening up slightly at the front of the body, but it's really about working into the back of the body, tightening into those triceps, and of course working around the shoulder girdle. So keep the arms pressing down, make sure there's no tension in the neck as you do this, just pressing it back. It won't take too long before you start to feel the effects of this. The bands are so effective, and they're pretty cheap as well. You'll pay maybe anywhere between £6 and £10 for a band. Always go for a sort of a medium-ish band, and go for one of reasonable length as well, so that you can double up if necessary, or use it in a longer band should you need to. So let's do 3 more of those, still drawing those abdominals in, that slight lift of pelvic floor, steady through the feet. Just 1 more. Good, and then give it a little shrug out to make sure you've no tension anywhere. Take the band forward, and again, I'm very careful not to let the band cut between the thumb and the first finger, so I tend to hold my fingers, put the thumbs over the top. Shoulders drop down, knuckles forward like you're pushing forward through the front edge of the knuckles, and then as you breathe out, simply pull the arms out and bring it back to center. So we want to be sure as we do this that we don't pull our ribs, don't use anything else. Keep that length in the back, breathing out to pull open, breathing in to control it back to center. Shoulders stay down away from the ears, and again the neck and the jaw are relaxed. So breathing out open, breathing in return. Again, a little bit of retraction around the shoulders. You'll just feel the shoulder blades gliding slightly. Nice long arm, and keep strength in the wrists. So avoid bending backwards in the wrists, that sort of breaking back position of the wrists. Knuckles continue to press forward. Take great care not to hold the breath when you're working with the bands. Just breathe smoothly. If you decide you want to breathe out when I'm breathing in and vice versa, then that's okay. Just as long as the breath stays smooth, don't hold the breath. Just do 2 more of these, because again, it doesn't take too long before you start to feel the effects. And release. Good. Again, give those shoulders a little shrug out. You're going to pop your band down. You're going to come down onto the floor. So come down onto the floor. We're going to do a few tricep dips. Now, I've not been doing too much upper body work of late, so my tricep dips are not going to be spectacular, and I'm going to stay on my knees. If you feel the need to go onto your toes, that's absolutely fine. Bring the body over the hands. So the hands are nice and firm onto the floor. Okay. Body over. So I always say when we do tricep work, tricep dips, that your nose and nipples should come beyond your knuckles. So nose and nipples beyond the knuckles. Which means that as you bend your elbows and bring your elbows back, the body glides forward and then push up. So what I don't want you to do is this kind of thing, okay? So you need to bring the body weight forward, tucking the elbows back, and then press back up again, okay? So let the body glide forward and then push back up. Keep those abdominals slightly engaged, that little corset wrapping around the center of the body. Avoid sinking into your hips. Okay, so you want to keep that long line in the spine. Okay, we're just going to do another 3 or 4 of these because they're kind of tough. Or at least I find them tough. You can do more if you want to. That's it. And just 2 more. Shoulders down. And again, bring the body weight forward. Push it back up and release. Note to self, do more of those. So whilst you're down there, take a seat, grab your band again. And what's going to happen now is you're going to take your band, wrap it around your back. So if you can, try and spread the band out so it doesn't cut into you like a nasty little rope, and bring it around the shoulder blade, bra strap kind of area, okay? So it fits just across the upper back, comes underneath the arms. Take hold of the band with the fingers again, roll the shoulders back and down and the elbows in, so the palms are facing upwards. And then from here, as you breathe out, press the arms forward, open the arms out, bring the arms forward and tuck the elbows back in. So breathing out, breathing in. Now as you do this, and of course you can add more or less tension to this simply by moving your hand up and down the band, depending on how you feel. But as you do this, working again smoothly with the breath, really work to keep the spine lifted. The chin is slightly retracted, so we put no forward pressure in the neck or the base of the skull. We sit up. Really try to create, as always, that natural curve into the lower back. So breathing out, open. And you're not looking to take your arms right back, you're not looking to take your arms right back here. Just open out so that at this full distance, as you look forward, you can see your hands just in the edge of the peripheral vision. That's all you need to do. So press, open, and again. Ensuring those shoulders slide down as the arms reach away and out. We keep that length in the neck. We're going to do just 2 more. And then bring it back to center and release. Put the band down. Bring the feet forward. Going to bring the hands behind you, fingers facing forward, okay? We're going to create a resistance in a tricep dip. So this might be a good alternative if you find the hands and knees tricep dip a little difficult, but you do have to really think about this one. So we keep a long spine, fingers are facing forward, okay? And we're going to bend the elbows and then straighten. Now you could do that till the cows come home and it wouldn't create any resistance. So what I want you to do is I want you to imagine that as you bend the elbows, there's a force, there's something trying to resist you from going down, okay? And then as you come back up again, there's something pressing against the chest that makes it difficult for you to straighten those arms again. So create an opposition of force so that you feel you're really pushing against a resistance in order to get those arms extending. If you want to, you could actually take this up into a lifted position. So feet nice and firm, hands behind you, fingers facing forward, lift the hips, and now bend and straighten those arms, okay? So you're now using your body weight. It's a little tougher on the shoulders because there's a little bit of a roll back from the shoulders. So if you're tight in your shoulders, you might find this difficult. Of course, we might expect some of these things to be uncomfortable, but we don't really expect them to be painful. So just be careful of crossing that fine line between discomfort and pain. Keep those abdominals in, really use those glutes to keep the hips lifted, and then push. So you've got 3 options there for working those triceps. Again, you could be here and just pushing out, or you could just mooch between the 3. So you're getting a variation and then release. And when you've done the last one, just come over onto the wrists, give the wrists a bit of a shake out, and then do a little bit of a release. So from seated, just take an easy side stretch. Take that onto both sides. Just take the right arm up, let the hand come down behind the shoulder and keep your elbow coming forward and then lift the elbow up. So don't go from the top, okay, but lift the elbow up so you're opening up the length in the back of the arm, keeping the elbow quite close to the side of the head. A few breaths there, dropping that shoulder down again and then release and change sides. So hand goes behind the shoulder, elbow stays forward facing, and then the elbow just lifts up. So you can use the hand, just lift the elbow up. It's like you're trying to slide the fingers down the back. That's it. And then release, and then you might just want to give yourself a little bit of a hug, maybe round over, release that back, bring it all the way up, change the cross of the arms, and then again, just a little round over, and then release. Okay, so there you go. Little workout, do it as often as you like. Do more repetitions if you feel strong enough to do it, or if you've got more time, but that's just a little workout to start working into that upper body, arms, shoulders, working down towards the abs in some of the exercises that you've done there, but a little starter to get us going. All right, I'll speak to you soon. Bye.